Hello, Rob here, talking to you about exposure, lighting, fairy portraits, stuff like that. This video is mostly for you, Diana. However, others may enjoy what I have to say. And the goal here is to understand lighting, exposure, and creating good poses. Now, I was going on, I believe in one of the posts in No BS Photo Success in the Facebook group, about how important the experience is. This kind of rises. It's almost an existential angle. It rises above and beyond all the technical, but the technical is pretty important. So it's important that you understand the technical so you can forget it. Once you forget it, then you can get to a higher plane. These portraits are such an amazing experience, and they're so valuable to us as one of our key marketing, one of our key profit centers in our photography studio. We photograph hundreds of these every year, on top of weddings and pop-up weddings and headshots and families and blah, blah, blah. Okay, enough of that. I want to just show you something first before we get into this. Here's a guy who gets it. This is Warren Noyce. He just posted this on Facebook. Before I get into other stuff, let me just show you this. He recently moved, closing down his studio, getting into a new business, but he's still doing photography. Obviously, he picked up a school. And look at his lighting. Okay, look at that lighting. Okay? I keep talking about having your main light literally 90 degrees. Large light source, 90 degrees-ish to the subject. And this is what he's doing. This is what I'm talking about. So that little girl's head is a little bit turned towards our right, her left, but into the main light. Same with this dude here. He's actually angled into the main light, and he's peeking over to the camera. Fun poses, aren't they? Nice job, Warren. Thank you. So, but look at the light. That's, the subject's around right here, probably about 5 feet from the backdrop. Backlight, 2 kicker lights, but the main is doing most of the heavy lifting on this one. So I just want to bring that up to really emphasize the importance of understanding and working with lighting. So I downloaded, Diana sent me a bunch of images. So they're raw images. Diana, by the way, is still learning exposure and lighting and all this stuff. She's got a ways to go, and she's not too proud to admit that. She's a good student because she's eager to learn. So she sent me this raw image here, and look at this. This image is way, way underexposed. All you got to do is look at the, I was going to say Instagram, the histogram right here. So look at, like, there's a lot of, okay, the background's kind of dark-ish. So there's going to be, the dark area here would show some detail, but this is pushed way over to the left, which means it's underexposed. However, we could fix it in Raw Editor, but I do not suggest you do that. Really try really hard to get 99% or more of both your exposure, lighting, and your color balance in camera. That's something I really believe. So I want to make a comment. I asked Diana to just grab anybody and do this again. I gave her some suggestions, and she used the dog. And then I said, okay, this is good. Now do this, do this, do this, and get a real live human being. Now she had somebody come over, and she sent me those. I'm not going to show you those now. We're going to go back to where she's still working on this. So I asked her to remove this tree. I don't like this tree. It might be suitable somewhere else, but it's actually blocking that kicker light. That kicker light's really important. Look at what it's doing on the child's left arm. It's a little bit too weak for my taste, but it's important. Very, very important. 2 kicker lights are so important in fairy photography. Just let me show you. Let me just go back to some of my recent fairy images. You could see the sculpting, see the shadow, see the kicker light along here? Boom, boom, boom. It's just a beautiful light, creates this nice shadow along the arm, along the left side of the child's face. And that's a close-up, obviously, and there's a full-length shot. And you could see how the lighting works. See the shadow? Very, very soft, but there. The shadow's there. And it's highlighted on both sides of the body because of the 2 kicker lights. This is really important to understand this and get a handle on it. Okay, so where were I? Where was I? All right, so back to this image. So it shows here ISO 100. She's shooting at f8.1 125. I just told Diana, I said, turn your main light up to full power, turn the kickers down, try half power, full power, and different tests. I don't think Diana has a light meter, but we're not even going to worry about that. ISO 100. I believe that she was, yeah, see this here? She's shooting at 24 mil, which is a crop sensor lens, which is about 35 to 38 or 40 mil. A little bit too wide for my taste. If you're doing portraiture, I use a 55 mil for all of my fairy portraiture. When I do Fairy Day, I'm always using the Sony 55 on a full frame sensor, so it's a true 55. On a crop sensor with this lens, I recommended to her that she set it at 40 mil, which would be equivalent to almost 60, close to what I got. Okay, you can go a little bit wider, you can cheat it a little bit, but that's just something I suggested. So you got this really, okay, before I analyze the pose, I also suggested that she's going to go in and do this again, try new poses, new lighting setting, and adjust and adjust and adjust until she gets it. And I suggested that she do a stand-up shot. Okay, none of this sitting down stuff. This dress, to me, is overblown. It's too big, and my wife would probably agree with me. So, having said that, look at the child's left arm. Okay, you got to be very hyper aware of feet, knees, legs, arms, elbows, wrists, especially head tilts, everything. And it's not something that you just 1, 2, 3 take a class and you got it. It comes with experience. All right, so posing is important. So I want to talk, this is mostly to do with exposure. So if you hit the auto, boom, brings up the exposure. You got a lot of leeway when you're shooting raw. Okay, you can do that sort of thing. Again, I really recommend that you do not fix it in post, that you try and get most of it in camera. Okay, so I'm going to bring the whites down a bit. This is what I would do if I were working on an image like this. There we go. So more or less, we've got it properly exposed. Even, excuse me, I'm working on other images there, sorry. Let me look at something here. EOS 800D, all right, okie doke. So she's shooting at 24, it's a little bit too wide. Just want to confirm all that. Okay, so the image, Diana, that you posted in Facebook was really dark and contrasty. To me, it was too dark. I like some detail in the background. So once we get everything figured out insofar as the stuff that we're getting you into, the direction we're getting you into, I'm going to suggest we somehow try and find a way to throw some light into the background. However, this isn't bad. There's detail in the background. The shot that you showed, let me see if I can find it, guys. Let me see if I can find it. Bum, bum, bum. It's in here somewhere. Our Harks. I did a video and I analyzed this image and I analyzed this image and a few other things. I mentioned Diana in there, but I did not talk about Diana's images. Where is it, Diana? Where is it? Okay, it's not showing up. I think I know where I can find it, though. There we go. This is important. See, okay, there it is. That's too dark. There's nothing back there. So you went from this to that. And I don't like it that black in the background. Let me, for fun, I've never done this. I'm going to run my fairy workflow. It's here somewhere. Rob's Fairy Actions. Fairies. I'm always working on my workflow. I do an action. I use my workflow is fast, really fast. I get great results and ultimately happy clients who pay me. So that's not bad, actually. It's not perfect. Let me open up the mid-tones a bit. See that? That's not bad. And that's the base. Like I still got to add you know, streams of light and all those orbs of light. And I have a template for that. And I'm not going to get into that right now, but this is not bad. Look at the detail back there. These pink roses bother me all the hell. I don't like those. All right, let's see what else we got. So again, we're working towards continuous, nonstop improvement. So you see, she was underexposed. We were able to fix it. I don't think that's a smart move. Again, to have to rely on fixing it in RAW. You want to really learn how to master lighting. So this is not bad. I'm not crazy about that red mushroom. See, that's not bad. That's a good basis. That's a good building starting point. Let me just open up one or two more. She sent me 5, so I don't know if I'll open them all up. Oh, that one looks like we've already opened that one up. Let me go to something else. Oh, that's it's been duplicated. 3.8. Let's go to 6.0. Somehow I downloaded that one 2 times. Boom. Yeah, so you could see it was horribly underexposed. By the way, a pose like this, I would never cut off her legs like that. Never, never, never. Like, I might come in close like this, vertically, but, you know. Look at that. It's nice. But good lighting. You could see the lighting starting to work for you, Diana. You can see her lighting here. There's the main. So Diana just got these lights in. This kicker right here is turned in too much. You got to almost face the camera. This one's aimed the right way, but you got that crazy tree in the way, and it's blocking probably at least 60-70% of the light from hitting her. So you want to turn this light, aim it right to the middle. Okay, this is a really bad pose, by the way. It looks like she fell out of a tree and her leg's broken, and I don't know where she's looking here. That's not good. All right, let me do one final thing before I let you go. Time is at 12:24. We're doing a photo buzz at 1 o'clock. Hope you join us. But by the time you see this, it might be over. However, we have them every Wednesday. Okay, let me just show you. I want to show you something. We're going to go to my my template. So if I did this image, okay, let's do this one because I've already run the workflow on it. So I don't even know if this is going to fit. This may not fit because they're different sizes. So this is part of my system for my work for making. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, whatever. All right, let me show you what I do when it's a different size like this. I'm going to take the bottom one, transform it, go like this, bring it up, and then I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to highlight them all, and I'm going to go Shift T, and it's going to resize everything. Shift Control T. I meant to go Shift Control T. There we go. Okay, we don't need the ripple because there's no pond. See? So look at how much better it is. And I haven't moved anything. Usually I move everything around. Like I would put this in there, and I would put this maybe over here. You know, maybe one here. I don't like that owl. I'd paint it gray if I were you, or light green. Although, who's to say? My wife might disagree with me on that one. All right, so you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you understand this? Let me just flatten that. And then I run my, I created a softening action that's called, what is it, that term they use for that new softening? It's called, frequency separation. Okay, I'm going to use the brush now, and I usually bring it down to about 10, and I brush all over. That's how I do my softening. For fairies, you know, I don't go in there and pick. I just get her done. There you go. Okay? You see, it's getting there. Takes time. Keep working at it. Let me know what you think. I'm out of here. Thanks, guys.